Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today, we will explore one of the most thrilling and inspiring stories in the Bible, the story of Joseph in Egypt. This story is filled with twists and turns, betrayal, forgiveness, and redemption. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos. Shall we begin? Joseph was the son of Jacob and Rachel, and he had 11 brothers. Jacob had a special love for Joseph, which caused envy and resentment among the brothers. Jacob gifted Joseph with a coat of many colors, a sign of love and special status. This action only fueled the hatred of Joseph's brothers even more. Besides his father's favoritism, Joseph also had prophetic dreams that further irritated his brothers. In one of his dreams, Joseph saw his brothers bowing down to him, symbolizing that one day he would have authority over them. Joseph's brothers were furious with this idea and planned to get rid of him. Joseph's brothers conspired to kill him, but one of them, Reuben, convinced the others to put him in a pit, intending to rescue him later. However, when Reuben was away, the other brothers sold Joseph to Ishmaelite merchants, who took him as a slave to Egypt. The brothers then stained Joseph's coat with animal blood and told Jacob that Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. Jacob was inconsolable at the news. In Egypt, Joseph was sold as a slave to Potiphar, an Egyptian official. Joseph proved to be a faithful and hard-working servant, and Potiphar put him in charge of his house. However, Potiphar's wife tried to seduce Joseph, who resisted her advances. Enraged, Potiphar's wife falsely accused him of trying to assault her, and Joseph was thrown into prison. In prison, Joseph met two Egyptian prisoners and accurately interpreted their dreams. When the Pharaoh had a disturbing dream, the chief cupbearer, who had been one of the prisoners, remembered Joseph and recommended him to the Pharaoh. These were the Pharaoh's Dreams. He was standing by the Nile River. Out of the river came 7 beautiful and fat cows. They began to graze among the reeds. Then, 7 more cows came out of the river. They were ugly and thin and went over to the others on the bank of the Nile. Then, the ugly and thin cows ate the 7 beautiful and fat cows. Afterwards, he had another dream. 7 ears of corn, plump and good, were growing on the same stalk. Then, 7 more ears sprouted, thin and scorched by the east wind. The thin ears swallowed up the 7 plump and full ears. Joseph interpreted the Pharaoh's dreams, predicting 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. Impressed, the Pharaoh put Joseph in charge of all of Egypt, making him his right hand and responsible for storing food during the years of abundance to face the future famine. As predicted by Joseph, the famine arrived and affected not only Egypt, but also the land of Canaan, where his brothers lived. Jacob sent his sons to Egypt in search of food, unaware that they would meet Joseph. When the brothers arrived, Joseph recognized them, but they did not recognize him. Joseph tested his brothers, accusing them of being spies and demanding that they bring their youngest brother, Benjamin, as proof of their honesty. After a series of trials and tests, Joseph finally revealed his true identity to his brothers, who were stunned and fearful. However, Joseph forgave his brothers and welcomed them, explaining that everything that happened was part of God's plan to save their lives during the famine. Jacob and his entire family moved to Egypt, where they were warmly welcomed and lived in prosperity. The story of Joseph in Egypt is an incredible journey of betrayal, forgiveness, and redemption. And here's the promised curiosity. Did you know that the story of Joseph is one of the most detailed and lengthy narratives in the book of Genesis, occupying almost a quarter of the book? This story teaches us the importance of forgiveness and trusting in God's plan, even in the most difficult times. We hope you enjoyed this video about the story of Joseph in Egypt. Please leave your comment, share the video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. See you next time.